The cause of climate change. Certain gases in the atmosphere block heat from escaping. Long-lived gases in the remain semi-permanently in the atmosphere and don't respond physically and chemically to change in temperature are described as forcing climate change. Gases such as water vapor, which respond physically or chemically to change in temperature, are seen as feedbacks. Gases that contribute to greenhouse effect include water vapor, H2O, nitrous oxide, N2O, carbon dioxide, CO2, and methane, CH4. On Earth, human activities are changing the natural greenhouse. Over the last century, the burning of fossil fuels like coal and oil has increased the concentration of atmospheric carbon dioxide (CO2). The consequences of changing the natural atmospheric greenhouse are difficult to predict, but some effects seem likely on average. Earth will become warmer, some regions may welcome warmer temperatures, but others may not. Warmer conditions will probably lead to more evaporation and precipitation overall, but individual regions will vary, some becoming wetter and others drier. Climatic threats such as droughts, floods, and extreme temperatures can lead to crop loss and threaten the livelihoods of agricultural producers and the food security of communities worldwide, depending on the crop and ecosystem, which pests and fungi can also thrive under warmer temperatures, while climate and increases CO2 levels and climate change will likely increase weeds and pests. Effects of climate change. Global climate change already has observed effects on the environment. Glaciers have shrunk, ice on rivers and lakes in breaking up early. Plant and animal range have shifted and trees are flowering sooner. Effects that scientists have predicted in the past war, the result from global climate change are not occurring. Loss of sea ice, accelerated sea level rise and longer, more intense than heat waves. Essence how high confidence that global temperatures will continue to rise for decades to come, largely due to greenhouse gases produced by human activities. The Intergovernmental Panel of Climate Change, which includes more than 1,300 scientists from the United States and other countries, forecast a temperature rise of 2.5 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit over the next century. Future effects. Change will continue through this century and beyond. Global climate is projected to continue to change over this century and beyond. The magnitude of climate change beyond the next few decades depends primarily on the amount of heat-trapping gases emitted globally and how sensitive the Earth's climate is on those emissions. Frost-free season and growing season will lengthen. The length of the frost-free season and the recurrent growing season has been increasing nationally since the 1980s, with the largest increases occurring in the western United States, affecting ecosystem and agriculture. Across the United States, the growing season is projected to continue to lengthen. More drought and heat waves. Drought in the Southwest and heat waves, periods of abnormal hot weather lasting days to weeks. Everywhere are projected to become more intense and cold waves less intensive everywhere. Summer temperatures are projected to continue rising, and a reduction of soil moisture, which exacerbates heat waves, is projected for much of western and central US in summer. By the end of this century, what we have been once in 20 years, extreme heat days, one-day events, are projected to occur every 2 or 3 years over the most of the nation. Hurricanes will become stronger and more intense. The intensity, frequency, and duration of North Atlantic hurricanes, as well as the frequency of the strongest Category 4 and 5 hurricanes, have all increased since the early 1818. The relative contribution of human and natural cause to these increases are still uncertain. Hurricane-associated storm intensity and rainfall rates are projected to increase as the climate continues to warm. Sea level will rise 1 to 8 feet by 2100. Global sea has risen by about 8 inches since related record keeping began in 1880. It is projected to rise another 1 to 8 feet by 2100. This is a result of other water from melting land ice and the expansion of seawater as it warms. In the next several decades, strong surge in high tides could combine with sea level rise and land subside to further increase flooding in many regions. Sea level rise will continue past 2100 because the oceans take a very long time to respond to warmer conditions at the Earth's surface. Ocean waters will therefore continue to warm and sea level continue to rise for many centuries at rates equal to or higher than those of the current century. Arctic likely to become ice-free. The Arctic Ocean is expected to become ancient ice-free in summer before mid-century.